Dear students, today we will discuss the diastereoisomers. Diastereomers. Basically, diastereoisomers are stereoisomers which are not mirror images to each other. We have one example, that is tartaric acid. This is example of tartaric acid, and its other isomer is like that. Okay, these two compounds are enantiomers to each other. When you take that one isomer and try to overlap with this not overlap, and that is called as these two are non-superimposable mirror images to each other. But when you take that molecule and the front to each other in a mirror, you found that first isomer is the mirror image of the second isomer. Okay, these two are the mirror images. But when you consider the diastereoisomers, these are the stereoisomers which are not mirror images to each other. Or other way, we can also state that our diastereomers is not mirror image, stereoisomers which are not mirror images to each other, and other way we can say that the diastereomers are stereomers which are not enantiomers to each other, that is the diastereomers. First, these two isomers or these compounds is enantiomer to each other, and these compound, when you compare with these, it is not mirror image to each other. Okay, when you try to take the mirror image of this compound, you found that this mirror image is not like these two compounds. But when you take the mirror image of this compound, it looks like the second compound. That is, these two are the enantiomers to each other. But this compound, when you take the mirror of it, it's not equal to this and also not equal to this. Therefore, we have defined the diastereomers. It is the stereomers which is not mirror image to each other, or it is the stereomers which are not enantiomers to each other. That is called as the diastereoisomers. When you try to find out its configuration, we have the rule, sequence rule. By the sequence rule, we give the 1, then second will be go to there, third, and the fourth. Therefore, its configuration will be 1, 2, 3. Its configuration, the 4 is at present in a horizontal line. Therefore, when fourth group or the least priority group is present at the horizontal line, then your configuration is changed. Okay, therefore 1, 2, 3 configuration S changes to R. For this, okay, in this case, this in a tartaric acid, there are two chiral centers. Okay, therefore we have to find out another chiral center and its configuration 1, 2, 3, and the fourth. We rotate this 1, 2, 3. Horizontal, fourth group is at horizontal. Therefore, S changes to R. Both configuration is R and R. If you try to find out the configuration 1, 2, 3 and the 4, in this case 1, 2, 3, R changes to S. For this 1, 2, 3 and the 4, in this case 1, 2, 3, R changes to S. Okay, therefore when you consider enantiomeric pair, the first isomers have the stereo center, its configuration is totally opposite in other enantiomeric isomer. Okay, when these two are the enantiomer to each other, what is it means? The first configuration for these two chiral centers are R and R, and for the second compound it S and S. Therefore, in enantiomeric pairs, if suppose first molecule has RR configuration, then its second molecule configuration is totally opposite to each other. Such condition is there, then it is nothing but an enantiomer. If suppose number of stereoisomers is there, number of chiral center is there, S. Yes, okay, like that. If chiral centers is there, and if you have same compound but its configuration is different at the center, therefore yes, and R. Okay, therefore this center has the opposite, second center opposite configuration, third these are the opposite to each other. Okay, like that way. Each and every center has opposite configuration in enantiomeric pair. When compare these two pair, each if first has the if such a configuration, then other has the other, its enantiomer has the opposite configuration. Okay, this is present in enantiomeric pair. But when you consider the diastereomers, the such condition, all the configuration is change, or all the configuration is opposite present in enantiomer, but in diastereomers all the configuration is not opposite in diastereomers. If you try to find out its configuration 1, 2, 3 and the 4, 1, 2, 3, therefore its configuration is S changes to R. For this second 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, R changes to yes, okay, 1, 2, 3, and fourth group is at horizontal, therefore R changes to S. Okay, therefore when you consider is only if you consider first this, when you consider this enantiomers and try to compare with this, the first center for this molecule is the RR, but second is the opposite other molecule R and the S and S and the S. Okay, therefore there is all the configuration, okay, 1, 2 and 1, 2 are not opposite. Okay, so one of the configuration is the same. That is you can you get idea about that what is the meaning of diastereoisomers. Diastereoisomers, all the if all the configuration, if number more than 2 chiral center is there, all the chiral center, if you have the opposite configuration to the its other isomer, it means these two are the enantiomer. Totally opposite configuration is there. Okay, if suppose in this case, okay, R remains is at R, but all these if suppose these 4 chiral centers are the opposite configuration, but this is the same configuration. Okay, therefore these two are not enantiomer to each other. These two compounds are diastereomers to each other. Okay, remember that for a molecule only one enantiomer is possible, but for a molecule more than 2 chiral center is there, more than 1, 2, 3 diastereomers is possible, but for a molecule only one enantiomer is possible, only one enantiomeric pair is there, but diastereomer maybe more than one is possible. Now this is one example we have seen. The very important thing regarding enantiomers and the diastereomers we have discussed. In first important point we have said that the configuration at each point, each chiral center is opposite when it is enantiomer. Okay, important point we have seen. and enantiomers is only one. Enantiomer, only one pair is possible. Only one pair possibility is there. Okay, these two important points we have seen. Configuration at each chiral center is opposite. Then your that is called as the enantiomer. And for a molecule, only one pair of enantiomer is possible. But for a molecule, number of diastereoisomer is possible. It depends upon how many chiral center is there, and then you will find the how many diastereomers is possible for this molecule. Okay, we have another example. There are the aldohexo compounds. Aldohexo compounds in this D-glucose, D-galactose, D-glucose, D-mannose. These are the examples. By using some terms we will study. The galactose is okay, galactose is looking like that. This is the galactose compound. Number of chiral center: first chiral center, second chiral center, fourth chiral center, and okay, there are the four chiral center is there. Okay, chiral center means what? The carbon which is having the four different group is attached. Okay, there are the four chiral center. Glucose is looking like that. Okay, this is a glucose molecule, and then mannose. This is a mannose molecule. Okay, in this in glucose, D-glucose, D-mannose. Okay, four centers is there. This our last chiral center which is having the functional group at right hand side. Its name is the D-galactose. This is a D-glucose, and its name is the D-mannose. Okay, the one you can see in this case. All the, if you this same one, look at this OH and OH is same side, opposite one is again opposite one, this is same side. Okay, these are not enantiomers to each other. Okay, enantiomers, when you consider enantiomer of this will be if other compound OH will be at that side, this OH will be this side. Okay, all the chiral center if revert, then it's called that it's enantiomers. But if any three is revert and but one is remains same, then it is not also called as the diastereomers. Okay, remember that for enantiomers, each and every chiral center is every stereo center should have opposite configuration, then it is considered its enantiomers. Okay, but in this case, if you compare 1, 2, 3, these are not enantiomers. Okay, if you try to find out its enantiomers, then you take the mirror and try to put mirror, then you will get its enantiomer. Okay, if you put the mirror to this molecule, you will get its enantiomer. Okay, if you put mirror, this mirror will look hydrogen, OH will look in this here, OH look here, this hydrogen here, hydrogen, hydrogen, OH, and then OH, CH2OH, and COH. Okay, these two are the mirror. Okay, these are the mirror images to each other. But when you take this molecule on this, non-superimposable mirror images. Therefore, your enantiomers are mirror images to each other, but non-superimposable mirror. No doubt these are the mirror images. First is a mirror image to second, but when you put that molecule on this molecule, these are not mirror images to each other. Okay, actually, but these are the mirror images, but non-superimposable. When you see the first molecules, second D-glucose and the D-mannose, you found in these cases, these are not mirror images to each other, but all the its formula is same, number of carbon, oxygen, all these things is same, and it's not mirror image. Therefore, it's not mirror images to each other. Therefore, it is a diastereomers to each other. The one of the important thing that is epimers. Epimers, one of the concept from the diastereomers. If number of chiral center is there, and only at only one carbon, a change in configuration is observed. That is called as the epimers. That concept is the epimers. Okay, in this case, when you compare galactose with glucose, you found that the first chiral its configuration is same. Then second OH is left side, its configuration is same. Third, you consider OH is that side. This okay. This change in configuration at this point. When you consider this is the same. Okay. Therefore, 1, 2, 3, 4. At the fourth carbon, when you compare galactose and the glucose, at the fourth carbon there is a change in configuration. All other configuration is the same. Therefore, the molecule in which all the configuration is same except only one carbon, that is called as the epimers. Okay, when you consider the D-glucose and the D-mannose, you found that first configuration is changed. OH is the right hand side, left hand side for this. For this OH is same side, OH is same side, this OH is same side, but 1, 2. The change in configuration at only one carbon, that is the called as the epimers. And now one example is there. By comparing these, we can. Okay, the one example is bicyclo 2,2,1 heptane. Second is bicyclo 2,2,2 octane. Okay, these two examples. Okay, this is our first example. Then second example. Okay, firstly you have to find out number of chiral centers. In this case, this is first chiral center. This is also chiral center, because when you consider from this side, first carbon and second carbon has the OH. From this side, first and second carbon has not OH. And from there, 1, 2, and the third carbon is the OH. Okay, for this case, 1, 2 has the OH. From this, 1, 2, 3 position OH, and from here 1, 2, 3, 4 position OH. Okay, therefore these two are the chiral center. Okay, this is also a chiral center. This is also a chiral center. Okay, therefore in this case, these two center has the same configuration, but only change in at that point at this carbon. Therefore this is the epimers. Okay, the relation of these two molecules, these are epimers to each other. Second molecule, when you consider this carbon, and you found that 1, 2 is OH. From here 1, 2, 3, 4 position OH. From here 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is not a chiral center because two groups are the same. Not chiral center. This is also not chiral center. Okay, only one chiral center is there. Therefore, this is the enantiomers to each other. These two compounds are enantiomeric. This shows the relationship enantiomers to each other. Remember that when a compound having only one carbon chiral center is there, definitely it shows the enantiomers, not diastereoisomers. Remember that. For the diastereoisomers, you should require at least two chiral center, at least two stereo center. Okay, remember that. If only one chiral center is there, it shows only one enantiomers, not shows the diastereoisomers. Okay, therefore in this case only one chiral center is there, therefore it shows only one enantiomeric relation. But for this it shows the it's also epimers. It may show the enantiomers, but it also show the this is the epimers. Remember that these are the diastereomers. Change in one configuration, two configuration is change. Same for the enantiomers. You remember that the configuration of each and every center is changed, then it gives the enantiomers. Other molecule should be enantiomers of the first molecule. Remember that. And enantiomers only possible, only one enantiomeric pair is possible for a molecule. But diastereomer, it may be possible more than one diastereomers in a molecule. Now there is one of the term is there, anomer is there. We have seen the epimers, anomers. This is also diastereomers, where the stereocenters change in configuration at C1 carbon. Change in configuration at C1 carbon, first carbon, then it is called as the anomers. For epimers, change in any one carbon. Change in any one carbon, that is epimers, and change in at C1 carbon configuration is called as the anomers. If suppose we have the glucose is there, okay, when this react with this, and this will be converted into OH. Okay, such type of cycle is formed. Okay, when you attack to this molecule. Okay, we will obtain from this 1, 2, 3, 4 and the 5 numbers of chiral carbon oxygen attack on this aldehyde group in a D-glucose. Okay, therefore that compound, obtained compound is called as pyranose compound, or it is also called as the hemiacetal. That compound is also called as the hemiacetal compound. Okay, therefore it looks like that. Okay, this CH2OH, then this OH, this OH is present like that. OH and OH, or other way you can represent this like that. Okay, other way you can represent this molecule like that. Okay, and this that first carbon, when you consider these two molecules, okay, that is it's also called as pyranose or hemiacetal compounds by the ring formation of 6-membered ring. This is a D glucose compound, also the D glucose compound. Okay, but this is the top side of the beta decompose. Okay, if OH is at first, carbon is pointing towards top side, and if away from the below side, then it is a alpha. Okay, that alpha D glucose and beta D, this top side beta D glucose and the alpha D glucose. When you compare the configuration, okay, these are the chiral centers. Okay, these are the all these chiral centers configuration is same, only one configuration is changed at the C1 carbon. Therefore, these are the anomers. This is called as the anomer, and this carbon is the anomeric carbon, and these compounds are the anomeric compound. Okay, this is the about the your pyranose or the hemiacetal compounds. Okay, now we have seen the diastereomers, which has the carbon stereocenter, but trigonal carbon, it is also possibility to show the dash stereomers. Okay, therefore cis and the trans isomers are the trigonal planar stereocenters, which is having the double bond C double bond C, and which also show the relation of the diastereomers. Okay, therefore first compound, if you have like that compound is there, cis isomer, and another is the trans isomer. Okay, when you see that first molecule is not mirror image of the second molecule, and it is a chiral one, therefore these two molecules are diastereomers to each other. Okay, by the definition we have defined diastereomers. Diastereomers are the stereoisomers which is not mirror image to each other or which is not enantiomers to each other. It is the diastereomers. Okay, therefore these two compounds are the diastereomers to each other by the definition, that is, which are not mirror images to each other. Okay, then properties of diastereomers. Properties of diastereomers. First important thing about the properties, when you consider the this is the tartaric acid, and second it's diastereomers. Okay, this is the diastereomers. These two compounds are the diastereomers to each other. Its melting points is the round about 146 degrees Celsius. Its melting point 71 degrees Celsius. When you compare its pKa value, also its pKa value is different. Okay, therefore diastereomers are the compounds where its physical property is different. Physical property which melting points, boiling points, then refractive index, also its RF value is also different for the diastereomers. Therefore the difference between these physical properties will brings the separation of these diastereoisomers. Okay, for the chiral centers can be, chiral molecule can be removed by using these differences between the physical property. Okay, one of the important things we have seen, for the enantiomer there is no change in physical properties, but for the diastereoisomer there should be change in the physical properties. The second one, it's about reaction rate. Diastereomers show the different reaction rate whether your reagents used is a chiral one or the achiral one. For the enantiomers, when the reagent is the achiral reagent, then enantiomeric pair show same rate of reaction, but when you use the achiral reagents or the chiral reagent for the diastereoisomer, they show the different reaction rate. Okay, this is all about the diastereoisomers. We have also seen the difference between the enantiomers. Thank you very much.